If it's a day called today, we're talking guitars and life. Okay guys, so if you hang on the channel with me, what you know is that this is the most precarious part of the adventure. So again, I have weirdness here on the first fret that I don't like, and I have a plastic nut. So I am thinking that we'll take the opportunity to replace the nut with one of those, and we'll take the opportunity to see if we can't address what I'm calling a divot right here on the first fret. If you can see that, I think that you can. The gap between the fingerboard and the nut is, you know, it's not stellar to me to have that size of a gap. Does the divot on the first fret, is it really going to matter playing the guitar? I don't know. It didn't seem to, but anyway, we're going to be taking that out. That's what we're going to do right now. And oh, by the way, while we got the neck out, let me just, I don't know what kind of serial number this is on this little piece of tape, but there we go. Boom, just like that. And you know, okay, my guitar passed QC, but did anybody see the dents on the back of the guitar? Yes, I saw the dents on the back of the guitar. How did it pass QC? I really don't know how it passed QC. Take it up with management, I guess. And the other interesting thing is that those tuners were embedded so much you can actually read R4, R2, R3, X kind of stuff. And again, this QC sticker is really on there, so I'll have to get after that with something a little bit more aggressive. I guess I'll do that down the road. I thought I could just pull that off, look slick, and get on down with it. Yeah, whatever, we'll do that later. Alright guys, so the reason that this is precarious for old Ted is because I have actually broken a guitar neck before, in as much as I broke this side of the nut. So I'm going to take a razor blade and I'm going to attempt to go between the fingerboard and the nut, just ever so gingerly. What I'm trying to do is, if there's any glue buildup, I'd like to kind of cut through that if at all possible. Oh, there's tons of glue over here, man. Tons of glue over here. Is that glue or another divot? It's acting like glue. Yeah, it's glue. It's acting like glue, guys. Guys, when you do this, safety glasses up, man. One, my razor blade could snap, fly. Two, debris could float up. Okay, I should be wanting to save that material. And then sometimes what you can do is kind of go around the outline of the nut. If there's any kind of glue there. Now this is the player side, so this part I care about more. Alright guys, well, is that going to pop out of there or not? Anybody want to take any wagers on that? Well, quit stalling and do it, Ted, right? Rubber mallet hammer, flathead screwdriver. Let me go from not the player side on this deal. So I'm just going to put this on the nut. I'm not enjoying that feeling. That is reminiscent of another project, isn't it? Oh, guys. Just try something. Let me just kind of... I'm just trying to loosen the glue up. Now, the other thing I could do is I could get pliers and attempt to pull it out. But it is really not, it's really not budging, guys. Okay. Woohoo! Look at there. We did it and didn't even jack anything up. Well, kind of, sort of. But yeah, just straight plastic, man. Bendable plastic at that. So let's see what we're working on. So this is what we got. I don't know, maybe it's not as bad as it looked. Trying to discern if that's an actual divot or not. Guys, maybe that's not a divot, man. Nice. Guys, it appears, my friends, that what I thought was a divot, greatest optical illusion in the world, turned out, is my head in the shot? Probably is. Sorry, guys. We've all met. Hang out on the channel. Well, looky there, guys. Come to find out, there's not a divot in this board on the first fret. I take it all back. No divot. This is a little rough on the sides, but you know, it's not. It's not horrible. Again, this is what they call this. Tech wood. Which I'd never kind of heard of before. So, in my little bag of tricks here, I have a selection of, I think, Music Lily, and one of these is a Do Pro. Do I know which one's which? No, I do not. Because I took them all out of the package. So clearly I need to sand that one down if I were to go with that. And I suspect that these others are equally, yeah, I'm going to need to, anyway, whatever I go with, I will need to sand down. I'm going to do that after we deal with frets, because I'm going to want to tape the board up, because I'm going to want to have to deal with these sharp fret edges right there. So if you're playing the home game, we have no actual divot in that fingerboard as it presented itself. It was glue, giving the illusion of a hole. Hey, shout out to Casey, man. String Pickers, that cat just did a paint job on a guitar, man, where the paint looks like it has water sitting on top of it. Really cool, Casey. Really cool stuff, man. All right, guys, we'll come back. We'll talk frets, man. Stand by. Okay, guys, before we get to filing frets and all that, a couple of things. One is, so very good, crisis adverted on this deal right here. That was not a divot. It appears to have just been a little puddle of glue. However, I still have this divot right there, which is a divot. I took the razor blade to it, can't really budge it. So maybe when I sand the frets down after filing, I typically will sand the board a little bit. Maybe that'll get us somewhere on this deal. But check this out, man. Check this out. I've got tangs that have been painted over for the most part. And then right here, we just got that gap. So there's no metal tang there to the edge of that board. So I guess what I'm going to have to do is scrape this board to find enough material to fill that, or something. I'm not quite sure. I need to think about it, but just wanted to point that out. So although this fret was good, no divot, we do have, again, the divot here. And then we've got this weirdness, which truthfully I didn't see until just now. That's the thing, guys. Sometimes when I do an unboxing and I'm kind of giddy about a guitar, and you know, I don't know if I was quote unquote giddy about this one, but I may not be as observant when I go out of the box. However, when I do under the hood, that's when I tend to notice most things. And truthfully, this divot was really pronounced. If you rewind the video a little bit, right after I talk about how there's no divot here, I pull back from the shot and you can see that divot right there on the 7th fret, just plain as day. And I saw it again when I was watching the vid. So okay, guys, look, that's going to wrap it up for this vid. We are going to come back and tackle sharp fret edges. We will put the fret rocker down this bad boy. If we have any high frets, we will deal with those. Even if we have to level, we will. I don't know that we will. I really didn't have any buzzing, but you never can tell till we get our tools out on it, Jack. And then after that, we will, if we have to level anything, we will crown them. And then we will polish them, and we'll get the old sandpaper out and the flapper. If you hang on the channel, you can't wait for the flappage, and we'll go to town on this bad boy. Then of course we'll clean and condition and all the things that we do with frets, man. Hey, I hope you guys have enjoyed hanging out with me, man. It's always a blast to hang out with you. We'll be back. We'll deal with these frets, Jack. Well, as always, wherever you are in your guitar journey, I pray it's a long, smooth, safe, joy-filled ride for you, Jack. Rock on with your bad selves, everybody. We'll catch you down the road.